Natasha Richardson was a successful British actress and the wife of Liam Neeson. She suffered a serious head injury during a skiing accident. At first, the injury seemed minor, but later became fatal. Liam Neeson stayed by her side until her passing. She died at the age of 45, and her death deeply affected Neeson and their family. Cassandra Harris was an actress, and the first wife of Pierce Brosnan. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, which she fought bravely for several years. Brosnan supported her throughout her illness. Her death was a devastating loss for him and their children. She died at the age of 43 after battling cancer. Kelly Preston was a well-known actress and the wife of John Travolta. She kept her battle with breast cancer private for 2 years. Her passing came as a shock to many fans. Travolta shared an emotional message after her death. She died at the age of 57 after a courageous fight with cancer. Jennifer Syme was the partner of Keanu Reeves and an aspiring actress. The couple had already experienced the loss of their child before her death. She later died in a tragic car accident in Los Angeles. Reeves was deeply affected by these personal tragedies. She died at the age of 28, leaving a lasting impact on his life. Natalie Wood was a major Hollywood actress and the wife of Robert Wagner. She died under mysterious circumstances while on a yacht. Her death has remained controversial for decades. She was at the height of her fame when she passed away. She died at the age of 43, leaving many unanswered questions. Kate Tucci was the wife of Stanley Tucci and a mother of their children. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and fought the illness with strength. Tucci has spoken openly about how difficult this period was. Her loss left a deep emotional impact on him. She died at the age of 47 after battling cancer. Gilda Radner was a famous comedian and actress, married to Gene Wilder. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer and underwent extensive treatment. Wilder supported her throughout her illness. After her death, he became active in cancer awareness efforts. She died at the age of 42, leaving behind a strong legacy in comedy. Dana Reeve was an actress and singer, married to Christopher Reeve. She became widely admired for caring for him after his paralysis. Tragically, she was diagnosed with lung cancer shortly after his death. Her passing shocked many people. She died at the age of 44, leaving behind a legacy of strength and dedication. Anne Bancroft was an Academy Award-winning actress and the wife of Mel Brooks. She had a long and successful career in film and theater. The couple shared a strong and loving marriage. Her death from cancer deeply affected Brooks. She died at the age of 73 after a remarkable career. Carole Lombard was one of Hollywood's biggest stars and the wife of Clark Gable. She was known for her comedic talent and charm. She died in a plane crash during World War II. Her death shocked the entire nation. She died at the age of 33, cutting short a brilliant career. Phyllis Potter was the beloved wife of Fred Astaire. Their marriage was considered very strong and supportive. She became ill with lung cancer, which eventually took her life. Astaire was deeply affected by her passing. She died at the age of 46 after battling cancer. Dixie Lee was an actress and singer, married to Bing Crosby. She struggled with illness later in life. Her death from cancer was a tragic loss for her family. Crosby was deeply affected by her passing. She died at the age of 40. Vivien Leigh was one of the greatest actresses in film history. She was married to Laurence Olivier during her peak career. She suffered from health issues, including tuberculosis. Her death marked the end of a legendary era. She died at the age of 53. Veronique Pisani was the second wife of Gregory Peck. She supported him throughout his career and public life. Their marriage lasted many decades. She lived a private and dignified life. She died at the age of 80. La Clark was married to James Garner for over 50 years. Their relationship was considered one of Hollywood's strongest. She largely stayed out of the spotlight. Garner often credited her for his stability. She died at the age of 92 after a long life. Birgit Krunke was married to legendary actor Christopher Lee. Their marriage lasted many decades. She supported his long and successful career. She lived a quiet life away from public attention. She died at the age of 90. Lydia Clark was married to Charlton Heston for over 60 years. Their marriage was one of Hollywood's longest. She was also an actress in her early years. She supported his career and family life. She died at the age of 95. Elizabeth Taylor was one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses. She was married to Richard Burton twice. Their relationship was passionate and widely followed. She had a legendary film career. She died at the age of 79. Frances Seymour was the wife of Henry Fonda and mother of Jane Fonda. She struggled with mental health issues. Her death was a tragic event for the family. It deeply affected her children. She died at the age of 42. Felicia Farr was an actress and the wife of Jack Lemmon. They shared a long and loving marriage. She continued acting even after his death. She was respected in Hollywood circles. She died at the age of 92 after a long life. Joanne Woodward was an Academy Award-winning actress and the wife of Paul Newman. Their marriage lasted over 50 years and was considered one of Hollywood's strongest. She had a successful acting career of her own. She lived a long and respected life in the film industry. She died at the age of 93, marking the end of a legendary partnership. Anne Bidens was the wife of Kirk Douglas and lived a remarkable life. Their marriage lasted more than 6 decades. She was deeply involved in philanthropy and supported Douglas throughout his career. Their relationship was admired in Hollywood. She died at the age of 102 after a long and meaningful life. Marula Solomon was married to Alec Guinness for many decades. Their marriage was private and stable. She supported his acting career throughout his life. She remained out of the spotlight despite his fame. She died at the age of 87 after a long life. Jan Hazelwood was married to Richard Widmark for many years. She worked as a writer and supported his Hollywood career. Their marriage was strong and lasting. Her death had a deep emotional impact on Widmark. She died at the age of 76. Barbara Sinatra was the 4th wife of Frank Sinatra. She was known for her charitable work and public presence. Their marriage lasted many years. She continued philanthropic work after Sinatra's death. She died at the age of 90. Christine Kaufman was an actress and one of Tony Curtis's wives. She gained fame at a young age and built a strong career. Their marriage attracted media attention. She later focused on business and writing. She died at the age of 72 after illness. Diane Cilento was an accomplished actress and Sean Connery's first wife. She received critical acclaim during her career. Their marriage was widely known in Hollywood. She continued acting and writing after their separation. She died at the age of 78. Juanita Hardy was Sidney Poitier's first wife. She supported him during the early years of his career. Their marriage lasted many years and included raising a family. She lived a private life after their separation. She died at the age of 81. Brooke Hayward was an actress and one of Dennis Hopper's wives. She later became a writer and published memoirs. Their marriage was part of Hollywood's cultural scene. She lived many years after their divorce. She died at the age of 72. Rita Hayworth was one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses. She was married to Orson Welles during her peak fame. Her beauty and acting made her a global star. She later suffered from Alzheimer's disease. She died at the age of 68. Louise Tracy was married to Spencer Tracy for many years. She supported him throughout his acting career. Their marriage faced challenges but remained significant. She lived a long life after his passing. She died at the age of 87. Patrice Wymore was the 3rd wife of Errol Flynn. She continued her acting career after his death. Their marriage was part of Hollywood's golden era. She lived quietly in later years. She died at the age of 87. Virginia Gilmore was an actress and the first wife of Yul Brynner. She had a successful stage and film career. Their marriage was widely known during that era. She continued her work after their separation. She died at the age of 66. Betsy Blair was an accomplished actress and Gene Kelly's first wife. She had an international acting career. Their marriage was part of Hollywood's golden age. She continued acting for many years. She died at the age of 85. Phyllis Gates was married to Rock Hudson during the 1950s. Their marriage later ended in divorce, but remained historically significant. She lived a private life afterward. Her connection to Hudson remained widely discussed. She died at the age of 80. Anna Kashfi was one of Marlon Brando's wives. She was an actress with an international background. Their relationship was complex and widely publicized. She lived many years after their separation. She died at the age of 80. Gloria McClain was the wife of James Stewart. Their marriage was strong and long-lasting. She supported him throughout his Hollywood career. Her death deeply affected Stewart. She died at the age of 75 after illness. Dorothy Mitchum was married to Robert Mitchum for many decades. Their marriage was long-lasting and considered stable in Hollywood. She mostly stayed out of the spotlight while supporting his career. She lived a full and private life. She died at the age of 94 after many years of marriage. Florence Gibbs was the first wife of Tony Randall. They were married for many years before her passing. She lived a relatively private life compared to her husband's fame. Her death marked the end of a long relationship. She died at the age of 76. Mona Greenberg was married to Karl Malden for over 70 years. Their marriage was one of the longest in Hollywood history. She supported his successful acting career. She lived a very long life surrounded by family. She died at the age of 102. Joanne Rogers was the wife of Fred Rogers and supported his famous television career. She was known for her kindness and musical talent. After his death, she continued his legacy through charity work. She remained respected by many. She died at the age of 92. Hjördis Genberg was the second wife of David Niven. She lived a largely private life after their marriage. She supported Niven during his later years. Their relationship was stable and long-lasting. She died at the age of 83. Ruby Dee was a legendary actress and the wife of Ossie Davis. They were known as one of Hollywood's most respected couples. She had a long career in film and activism. Their partnership was admired for decades. She died at the age of 91. Kaja Sunston was one of Burgess Meredith's wives. She lived a quiet life as an artist. Their relationship was part of his later years. She remained out of the public spotlight. She died at approximately the age of 78. Virginia Baker was the wife of Jack Palance. Their marriage lasted for several years. She stayed mostly away from the public eye. Her death came relatively early. She is remembered as part of Palance's personal life. Anne A. Jackson was a respected actress and the wife of Eli Wallach. They shared a long and successful marriage. She had a strong career in theater and film. Their partnership was admired in Hollywood. She died at the age of 90. Rachel Kempson was the mother of Vanessa Redgrave and part of a famous acting family. She was married to Jason Robards. She had a respected acting career. She lived a long and influential life. She died at the age of 92. Christina Olin was the first wife of Max von Sydow. She lived a long life after their marriage. Their relationship was part of his early career. She remained mostly private. She died at an advanced age, around 90 or above. Carol Grace was married to Walter Matthau. She had a career as an actress and author. Their marriage lasted many years. She lived a private but respected life. She died at the age of 78. Virginia O'Connor was married to Henry Mancini for decades. She supported his legendary music career. She lived a long and peaceful life. She remained devoted to family. She died at the age of 97. Honorée Prendergast was the wife of Don Ameche. Their marriage lasted many years. She stayed largely out of public attention. She supported his acting career. She died at around the age of 80. Eleanor Powell was a famous dancer and actress. She was married to Glenn Ford. She had a successful Hollywood career. She later retired to focus on family. She died at the age of 69. Natalie Talmadge was married to Buster Keaton during the silent film era. She was part of a famous Hollywood family. Their marriage later ended in divorce. She lived many years afterward. She died at the age of 75. Sylvia Fine was a talented composer and the wife of Danny Kaye. She contributed significantly to his career. Their marriage was strong and long-lasting. She remained active in music and charity. She died at the age of 78. Sue Carroll was the wife of Alan Ladd and also his agent. She played a major role in shaping his career. Their partnership was both personal and professional. She lived quietly later in life. She died at the age of 69. Barbara Stanwyck was one of Hollywood's greatest actresses. She was married to Robert Taylor during her career peak. She starred in many classic films. Their marriage was widely followed. She died at the age of 82. June Haver was married to Fred MacMurray and was also a film actress. She left Hollywood early and lived a religious life. Their marriage was stable and private. She remained out of the spotlight. She died at the age of 79. Noreen Kidd was the fourth wife of William Shatner. She was found dead in a swimming pool at their home. Her death was ruled an accidental drowning linked to alcohol and medication. Shatner was deeply affected by the tragedy. She died at the age of 40 in a sudden and shocking incident. Colin Dewhurst was a respected stage and film actress. She was married twice to George C. Scott. Their relationship was intense but meaningful. She had a powerful presence in theater and television. She died at the age of 67 after a successful acting career. Linda McCartney was the wife of Paul McCartney and a talented photographer. She was also part of his band and shared his passion for music. She battled breast cancer for several years. Her death deeply affected McCartney. She died at the age of 56 after her illness. Georgiana Young was married to Ricardo Montalban for over 60 years. Their marriage was one of the longest in Hollywood. She supported his career and family life. She lived mostly out of the spotlight. She died at the age of 84 after a long life. Sandra Dee was a popular actress and Bobby Darin's wife. She became a teen idol in the 1950s and 1960s. After their divorce, she faced personal struggles. She remained a known figure in Hollywood. She died at the age of 62. Elizabeth Reese Williams was the first wife of Richard Harris. She was part of a prominent British family. Their marriage ended in divorce but remained notable. She lived many years afterward. She died at the age of 69. Faye Maltese was the first wife of Gene Hackman. She supported him during his early acting career. Their marriage lasted for decades. She lived a quiet life after their divorce. She died at the age of 92. Mary Grant was married to Vincent Price for many years. She worked as an actress and later as a designer. Their marriage was part of classic Hollywood history. She lived a long and creative life. She died at around the age of 90. Jan Martin was the second wife of Dean Martin. She was a model and public figure. Their marriage lasted for many years before ending in divorce. She lived a long life afterward. She died at the age of 89. Pamela Mason was an actress and writer married to James Mason. She was known for her wit and intelligence. Their marriage was widely discussed in Hollywood. She later focused on writing. She died at the age of 80. Jill Ireland was an actress and the wife of Charles Bronson. She appeared in many films alongside him. She battled breast cancer publicly and wrote about it. Her courage inspired many people. She died at the age of 54. Cicely Romanes was married to Tony Hancock. Their marriage ended in divorce but remained part of his life story. She later lived a private life. She stayed away from media attention. She died at approximately the age of 75. Sally Adams was one of Telly Savalas's wives. She lived a quiet life after their marriage. Their relationship was part of his personal history. She remained largely out of the spotlight. She died at around the age of 80. Pamela Feely was married to Lee Marvin. She lived a private life after their marriage. Their relationship was significant during his career. She stayed away from public attention. She died at an advanced age, around 80 or above. Evelyn Keyes was an actress best known for classic films. She was married to John Huston for a period. Their relationship was part of Hollywood's golden age. She later wrote memoirs about her life. She died at the age of 91. Lynn Noe was the second wife of Michael Landon. She was an actress and supported his television career. Their marriage lasted many years. She lived a quiet life after their divorce. She died at the age of 81. Rosemary Stack was married to Robert Stack for many years. Their marriage was long and stable. She supported his acting career. She lived mostly outside the spotlight. She died at the age of 78. Norma Anderson was the first wife of Burt Lancaster. Their marriage lasted many years before ending. She lived a private life afterward. She remained part of his early life story. She died at around the age of 75. Isolde Denham was an actress and the first wife of Peter Ustinov. Their marriage was part of early British cinema history. She later lived a quieter life. She remained respected in artistic circles. She died at around the age of 75. Oleg Cassini was a famous fashion designer and the husband of Jean Tierney. He became well known for designing outfits for major public figures, including Jacqueline Kennedy. Their marriage was highly publicized during Hollywood's golden era. Although they later divorced, he remained an important figure in her life story. He lived a long and successful career in fashion. He died at the age of 92 after decades of influence in design. Eddie Fisher was a popular singer and the former husband of Debbie Reynolds. Their marriage was widely followed by the media, especially during its difficult period. He later became involved in other high-profile relationships. Despite their separation, his life remained connected to Hollywood history. He had a successful music career in his early years. He died at the age of 82 after a long life. Humphrey Bogart was one of Hollywood's most iconic actors and the husband of Lauren Bacall. Their relationship's considered one of the greatest love stories in film history. He starred in many classic films and became a legend of cinema. His death from cancer was a major loss to the industry. Bacall was deeply affected by his passing. He died at the age of 57 after a remarkable career. Carlo Ponti was a major film producer and the husband of Sophia Loren. He played a key role in shaping her career and international success. Their marriage lasted many decades and was highly influential in cinema. He produced many important films in European and Hollywood cinema. Loren remained devoted to him throughout his life. He died at the age of 94 after a long and successful career. Peter Shaw was the husband of Angela Lansbury and also worked as an actor and producer. Their marriage lasted more than 50 years, making it one of Hollywood's longest. He supported Lansbury throughout her successful career in film and television. Their relationship was known for its stability and mutual respect. His death was a significant loss in her life. He died at the age of 84 after a long life. Blake Edwards was a famous film director and the husband of Julie Andrews. He directed many successful films, including comedies and musicals. Their marriage lasted for decades and was creatively collaborative. Andrews often worked in his films, strengthening their bond. His death marked the end of a long personal and professional partnership. He died at the age of 88 after a successful career. Peter Allen was a singer-songwriter and the husband of Liza Minnelli. He achieved success in music and songwriting. Their marriage ended in divorce, but he remained a notable figure in her life. He continued building a successful music career. His death from AIDS-related illness was widely reported. He died at the age of 48. Roger Vadim was a French film director and the first husband of Jane Fonda. He was known for directing influential European films. Their marriage was widely followed in international cinema circles. He played a role in shaping Fonda's early career. He remained active in filmmaking for years. He died at the age of 72 after a long career. Patrick Curtis was a producer and the husband of Raquel Welch. He managed her career during her rise to fame. Their relationship was important in establishing her Hollywood image. Although they later separated, he remained notable in her career history. He lived a long life in the industry. He died at the age of 83. Steve Parker was the husband of Shirley MacLaine. He worked as a businessman and producer. Their marriage lasted many years before ending in divorce. He played a role in managing aspects of her career. He lived a relatively private life afterward. He died at the age of 80. Roberto Rossellini was an influential Italian director and the husband of Ingrid Bergman. Their relationship created major controversy in Hollywood at the time. He directed several films starring Bergman. Their partnership influenced world cinema significantly. He remained a key figure in film history. He died at the age of 71. Prince Rainier III was the husband of Grace Kelly, who became Princess of Monaco. Their marriage was one of the most famous royal unions. He ruled Monaco for many decades. Their life combined Hollywood glamour with royalty. He remained an important historical figure. He died at the age of 81. Mel Ferrer was an actor and director. Married to Audrey Hepburn, he worked both in front of and behind the camera. Their marriage lasted many years and included creative collaborations. He remained respected in Hollywood circles. He lived a long life after their separation. He died at the age of 90. Pierre Galante was the husband of Olivia de Havilland. He worked as a journalist and editor. Their marriage was part of Hollywood and European society circles. They later separated but remained connected. He lived a respected professional life. He died at the age of 76. Arthur Farnsworth was one of Bette Davis's husbands. His death was sudden and controversial. It was officially ruled an accident, though questions remained. Davis was deeply affected by the incident. It became a significant moment in her life. He died at the age of 34. Alfred Steele was the husband of Joan Crawford and a business executive. Their marriage connected Hollywood and corporate America. His death was sudden and unexpected. Crawford later took leadership roles in his company. His passing had a major impact on her life. He died at the age of 52. Leonard Gordon was the husband of Rita Moreno. He worked as a doctor and supported her career. Their marriage lasted for decades. He remained a stable presence in her life. His death marked the end of a long partnership. He died at the age of 90. Hume Cronin was an actor and the husband of Jessica Tandy. They worked together in many films and stage productions. Their partnership was both personal and professional. They were widely respected in the acting world. He continued acting into old age. He died at the age of 91. Jack Briggs was one of Ginger Rogers' husbands. He was an actor and part of Hollywood's classic era. Their marriage was widely noted at the time. He later lived a quieter life. His connection to Rogers remained part of film history. He died at the age of 77. Rudolf Sieberzer was the husband of Marlene Dietrich. He worked in film production during the early years of cinema. Their marriage was unconventional but long-lasting. He lived separately for much of their later life. He remained connected to her legacy. He died at the age of 81. Tammy Grimes was an accomplished American actress and singer, best known for her work on stage and television. She was married to Christopher Plummer early in his career. Their marriage ended in divorce, but remained part of their personal histories. Grimes built a strong reputation in Broadway productions. She was admired for her distinctive voice and acting style. Despite personal challenges, she maintained a long career in entertainment. Her work influenced many performers in theater. She died at the age of 82 after a respected career. Shyla Ryan was an actress and former model who was married to James Caan. She appeared in several films and television shows during her career. Their marriage was part of Hollywood's social scene in the 1970s. After their separation, she continued living a relatively private life. She remained known for her beauty and screen presence. Her passing was noted by fans of classic Hollywood. She had experienced health issues later in life. She died at the age of 60. Gail Youngs was an actress and the former wife of Robert Duvall. She appeared in television and film projects during her career. Their marriage was relatively short but notable. After their separation, she stepped away from the spotlight. She later worked in writing and production fields. Her life reflected both creative and personal pursuits. She remained respected among her peers. She died at the age of 62. Melissa Matheson was a talented screenwriter, best known for writing E.T. the Extraterrestrial. She was married to Harrison Ford for many years. Their relationship combined Hollywood acting and storytelling talent. She contributed significantly to cinema through her writing. After their divorce, she continued working in the film industry. Her scripts were praised for emotional depth. Her passing was widely mourned in Hollywood. She died at the age of 65. Patricia Haynes was an actress and the first wife of Michael Caine. She appeared in films and television during the early years of his career. Their marriage ended in divorce before her death. Despite this, she remained part of his life story. She later faced serious health issues. Her early passing was considered tragic. She was remembered for her contributions to British cinema. She died at the age of 45. Betty Ann DeNoon was one of the wives of Sterling Hayden. She had a background in acting and modeling. Their marriage was part of Hollywood's mid-century era. After their separation, she lived a quiet life. She remained largely out of the public eye. Her life reflected both glamour and privacy. She passed away later in life after many years away from fame. She died at approximately the age of 75. Martha Stevenson was married to Victor Mature during his career. She was connected to Hollywood circles during that time. Their relationship was part of the classic studio era. After their marriage, she lived a more private life. She was not heavily involved in public entertainment later on. Her life remains less documented compared to major stars. Her passing came relatively quietly. She died at approximately over 50 years of age. Shelley Winters was an Academy Award-winning actress and briefly married to Farley Granger. She had a long and successful career in film and television. Known for her strong personality, she appeared in many classic movies. Their marriage was short but part of Hollywood history. She later wrote autobiographies about her life. She was active in acting for decades. Her contributions to cinema were widely recognized. She died at the age of 85. Sandra Grant Bennett was the wife of Tony Bennett and an actress. She was involved in his life during the height of his career. Their marriage later ended, but she remained part of his personal history. She had her own career in acting and production. She later focused on family life. Her connection to Bennett remained notable. She lived a long and full life. She died at the age of 96. Dorothy Stein was married to Boris Karloff, the legendary horror film actor. She lived a long life after his passing. Their marriage was part of classic Hollywood history. She remained mostly out of the spotlight. She was connected to the film industry through her husband. Her life was quiet and private. She witnessed major changes in Hollywood over time. She died at approximately over 80 years of age. Jeremy Yaffe was the first wife of Alan Arkin. She was an actress during her early career. Their marriage was part of his early life journey. After their separation, she lived a quieter life. She remained connected to the arts. Her personal life stayed largely private. She lived for many decades after their marriage. She died at approximately over 80 years of age. Mary Livingstone was an actress and the wife of Jack Benny. She frequently appeared in his radio and television shows. Their partnership was both romantic and professional. She became well known for her comedic timing. After retiring, she lived a quiet life. She remained an important part of early entertainment history. Her contributions to comedy were significant. She died at the age of 78. Georgia Davis was married to Red Skelton during his early career. She was part of the entertainment world at the time. Their marriage later ended, but she remained part of his story. She lived quietly after leaving public life. Her personal history is less documented. She stayed out of media attention. Her life reflected early Hollywood connections. She died at approximately over 60 years of age. Dolores Hope was the wife of Bob Hope and a talented singer. Their marriage lasted nearly 70 years. She supported his career and also performed herself. She was known for her charitable work. She lived through many generations of Hollywood. Her life was long and influential. She remained respected in entertainment circles. She died at the age of 102. Gracie Allen was a famous comedian and actress married to George Burns. They formed one of the most successful comedy duos. Their partnership was loved by audiences for decades. She retired from performing before her death. Her humor influenced many comedians. She remained a beloved figure in entertainment. Her legacy continues in comedy history. She died at the age of 69. Lucille Ball was one of television's greatest stars and the wife of Desi Arnaz. Together, they created the iconic show I Love Lucy. Their partnership revolutionized television production. Though they later divorced, their influence remained strong. She became a major figure in entertainment history. Her comedic style inspired generations. She remained active for many years. She died at the age of 77. Kay Williams was the last wife of Clark Gable. She married him late in his life. After his death, she continued living a private life. She remained connected to his legacy. She witnessed the lasting impact of his fame. Her life was largely away from public attention. She maintained dignity and privacy. She died at the age of 76. Linda Christian was an actress and the wife of Tyrone Power. She appeared in international films and gained popularity. Their marriage was widely covered by the media. After their separation, she continued acting. She lived a long and eventful life. She remained a glamorous public figure. Her career spanned many decades. She died at the age of 87. Mary Lee Hartford was married to Douglas Fairbanks Jr. She was part of a wealthy and influential family. Their marriage connected Hollywood and high society. She lived a life of privilege and privacy. She stayed mostly out of public entertainment work. Her role was more social than cinematic. She lived many years after their marriage. She died at approximately over 70 years of age. Louise Treadwell was the wife of Spencer Tracy and the mother of their children. She remained legally married to him throughout his life. Despite challenges, she supported the family. She lived largely outside of Hollywood fame. Her life reflected dedication to family. She maintained strength during difficult times. She remained respected in her personal circle. She died at the age of 87.